think that, like, I disagree with the thing about, like, us saying that they got a lot of the rights that they wanted and we didn't as black people, because for me, I go back to like the history of it. So for us, we weren't even humans. Like, black people weren't even humans when we first got here. So we got from that to being, 3/3 of a human, to being, okay, we accept you guys, and saying, okay, we let you guys vote. And then now we had a president. So I think that a lot of the rights that we fought for, we did get. And then just to talk a little bit more about that, I think that it's kind of like he said about, like when you fight for the rights of one person that's oppressed, you're fighting for the rights of all people that's oppressed. So I think that you could fight for the oppression, like in general, like America is typically or mostly built for straight white men in America. So if you're not that, you're probably been oppressed in some form, in some way. And I think that, because we talked about this beforehand, but I think that in some ways, gay people were even and are even more oppressed than black people are. And I'm gonna say this because, like he mentioned, you can say you're gay at 13 or 12 or whatever the age, and your dad gonna fuck you up. So as a black person, white people might not like me, but that's cool because my family accepts me for being black. I can be black at home. So you got a 13-year-old kid, they can't be gay at home. They can't be gay in public. They can't be gay at the church. So everything that they doing is dealt with as wrong.
That's true.
At least we have the space to be like, okay, well, I'm black and my family's black, so at least I got my family. Now when I go out in white America, they might not accept me, and back in the day they might have wanted to hang us, burn us, they might have done those things. But even with that being said, they dealt with a lot of that too. They got hung, burned, beat, all that.
My only question though is, in some cases, you can't necessarily be black in white America, but you can be gay in black in white America.
Yeah, you can be a safe.
Yes, you can.
That's called
Like,
being
yes, you
safe
can.
black.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gay
Or
and you're
diversity
black,
in the
like sometimes you can get away with that.
Get further.
That
You know
is
what I'm saying?
because they know that a lot of black LGBTQ
They don't see you as a threat anymore.
members are often distracted with not, the plight of being black, but a plight that they can fit into. Because they can be gay or part of the LGBTQ.
So
Because I feel 100% what you're saying.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't at all.
No, like I
And
get
we
like
not even gonna play that game.
No, I'm saying like I get
Listen,
with the way he's
listen,
breaking
listen,
stuff down, but
it
I'm saying like if you're black and you go in white America,
Listen.
you can like.
It ain't nobody who been through what niggas been through, and we not even finna play that game. It ain't no oppression Olympics. We won it and we didn't want to win it. And secondly, as far as us getting all the the rights that we fought for, only a person who is very fucking uneducated and unaware will believe that, being that it's called voting power. That means that it's power, right? Mm-hmm. And power here where we at in this motherfucker equates to capital, right? We don't have that. We in the same motherfucking percentile, believe it or not. Don't pay attention to these motherfucking Oprahs and LeBrons and black people or yourself who you feel like you making away. We in the same fucking percentile of wealth as we was hundreds of fucking years ago. The amount of money just has risen, period. So it's gonna look like we have risen too, but it's just that it's more money, because they keep printing the shit. But this what I'm gonna say. Gay people cannot show that they gay, and get in positions of power how they have. But we cannot fucking hide this, which is why we ain't been able to do that. They use tokens and shit to look like that's what they doing. But again, how I just showed you that they're not, is because we are not in a position of power as far as wealth is concerned. So it ain't no motherfucking comparison. We're not even finna play that game.
Are you saying that so let's go back like pre-1960. A gay person just couldn't be gay. Like they would have got killed, they would have got beat really badly.
I mean, but that was happening for being black.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So
what are you saying?
So my thing is this: how are some of their fights not similar to the ones that we have had?
Listen,
that's my question. How do you not understand
this
that?
what I want to tell.
Because it's a sexuality preference.
Right.
Because that's fuck you up. It's a choice.
No, I
it's
get
a
that.
choice for them.
Jamaica will beat
We don't
you
have
up.
a choice. That's how it's different.
No, I'm not.
And I don't necessarily even think that it's this being gay versus being black type of thing. My only thing is like I feel like black people have the right to be upset by the fact that
It's like
because
kind of
that's-
overshadowing.
No, for one, it's forced upon us. It's like forced to accept to the point to where that community is silencing people to where you can't speak about it unless you'll be canceled. Now, if that's not a form of white supremacy, then I
I
don't
get you.
know what is. You know,
Freedom
and
of
just
speech.
like what Reggie has said, like being a black gay man, it will give you leisure to be able to get ahead, right? Yeah, because when you're a part of a group that is the number one social movement under white supremacy, you get to have access to rights that just being black is not going to give you.
I think that what they did to us in the 1960s and 70s and 80s is enough to where they don't have to do any of that no more. Like the shit that at least with police officers, I don't think, at least from my 2-3 years of experience, that they're actively trying to put drugs in our community so
They
they can
thought
get our
they thought that they didn't have to do anything else to dismantle the power structure of black people until niggas was locked in the house and watching all the George Floyd's shit and during the pandemic, and then it began, to arouse people, and we got, the assistance of other people and shit. But I can't even understand how somebody could compare anything to what black bodies have been through. It don't make sense to me. It would only be, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I feel like the only person who would say something like that is someone who is very uneducated about the truth. I'm talking about in the depths of the truth of history, current events. And I keep hearing people say, what they did to us. No, they didn't did shit. They're doing like a motherfucker. And the way that they hide it is through, like, the small crumbs of wins that they give us. But you have to stay hyper vigilant, especially if you are being a black police officer and you supposed to be one of our spooks who sit by the door. You have to be really fucking careful with being turned into a coon.
Because I will
as
say
a black
for sure,
police officer.
Like, I've had some experiences with like cops, and like it's almost like they train. Like, some of them are just trained to be like, you're black, I'm gonna get you.
You guys felt the same way about a gay black man?
I haven't felt the same about both.
I'm gonna say that too, because you got some of the hardest dudes who behind closed doors
That's
I'm sorry.
and a lot of that is that circumstantially gay.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, like a feminine.
A lot of that. I'm not saying every single one.
I mean, like a feminine, like almost like he wearing dresses and like full on identify as a female type of gay man. Are you more likely to feel like a heterosexual black man is he's a gang member and he might try to shoot you, or he gonna bang on you, or have you ever been banged on by a feminine black man?
Feminine, no.
That's what I'm saying. So,
But at the same time, my gay
Like,
friends, a lot of them niggas, they from the hood. So it's
But
like,
we talking about the gang members, a bunch of lost ass warriors, motherfuckers who been war
was going
torn
with that.
and attacked. And we are fucking warriors without an actual foundation or structure. So yeah, it's willy-nilly and a bunch of, like we mentioned earlier, useless pride, and it's you talking about facts. Like, it's facts that the gang member would, be aggressive with somebody, and that will probably warrant or validate for them to be policed or looked at in a certain way. But the truth, say fuck the facts. The truth is, it's a reason behind that they so aggressive. Because historically, the system has been aggressive with them, and allow other people to be aggressive with them.
can I tap into that a little bit? I know that's not the main topic, but I do think that, like, with me having that education of being a police officer, I feel like I have a valid point to tap into that. So I don't think that you're wrong in saying that. So here's my take on it, and y'all might not agree with me. Obviously, I talk to a lot of police officers that aren't black, and like right now, I'm patrolling by Dorsey High School and like the USC area, Leimert Park. I think that so we look at the history of policing. From what I understand, policing was slave catching at first, and then it turned into, okay, well, we're going to catch all criminals. But
It's still slave catching.
Well,
Who you arrest them?
we can definitely talk about
Who you
that
arrest
too.
them?
Okay, we gonna get into that too. If Diamond's okay with that, we'll get into that. But I don't think that you're wrong in saying that they are designed to do that, and that's what I'm saying. This is from shit that they put in our communities years ago. So now they don't they don't have to be overtly racist. They don't have to do all that shit. They know that we gonna fucking put ourselves in a box. So you probably didn't have a gun on you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. police officers, the majority of them, they want to find guns. From what I have not met a police officer that I know wants to kill black people, but they do want to find guns.
But they wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell me that. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that it does not exist. I'm just saying that I don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for 100% fact that they want to find guns, and I know that for 100% fact that they know that it's in black communities that we are carrying guns illegally. So when they see a black, it happened to me before.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When a cop pulls over a black man that is gay, is it the same type of treatment? It's not?
Okay, I'll say this too. I haven't really dealt with a lot of gay people.
From what you've seen, not you personally, from what you've seen.
Yeah, I haven't really like pulled over a lot of like homosexual people, but I know that like a lot of times when we pull over black men, and I hope I don't get like fired or whatever for this, but I do. Even if I do though, I think that this is important to talk about. A lot of times they pull over cars full of black men, young black men. And if one of them's on parole, or even if not, if they have the right to pull you out of the car, regardless of if you're on parole or not. But when they find out that one's on parole, they gonna search that car. So a lot of times when they see that car full of 4 young black men, 5 young black men, they get excited, and they not from where I'm from. Like I'm like, oh cool, he looked like my little brother.
But
whatever.
do gay black men get treated differently?
I don't think that gay black men get treated as
Different in the car.
I don't think that they have that same stereotype as regular straight black men.
They don't have the same stereotype.
Yeah, because
The threat.
they don't come as a threat. Or we aren't trained to think that gay.
You really need to be clear, make that statement and say, because people really need to hear that gay people, when they are addressed by the police, that they are not treated the same as a black man that isn't.
Because I'm far from.
So wait, this is. I want to ask you this.
He needs to say that.
Hold on. Let's not make him make overt statements for a whole community.
Right.
Because this is our brother. Let's just.
I think I probably got
he
as
doesn't
far as I
represent
should
the whole
for the
police
day.
force.
Yeah.
This is our brother still in this conversation.
Yeah, but I was gonna ask him because it seemed like you wanted to say like the reason why, right? That's what you were.
The reason why,
Like the reason why. Heterosexual black males.
But I will say what I think is a prime example is a lot of us are getting riled up because of his statements, but this is exactly what happens when somebody says, I'm gay in a black house. We don't give him the option to have an opinion.
But the truth is that black homes are fucking hyper violent.
No, they are.
Fucking way.
But I'm saying, like,
so
as
the
he's
father who will beat the shit out of his son for being gay probably beat the shit out of his son anyway.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like because of his opinion, everybody is getting like tense. Where it's like
No, it's not even that. I think that it goes back to what I was saying. It's a fair acknowledgement. I literally just said that when black men demasculinize themselves and I guess are considered gay and they're feminized or they're trans and they identify as a woman, they're not seen as a threat. That is literally what he's saying. So it goes back to pretty much it is true.
no, but what I'm saying is that also goes back to like
If you want to have rights as a black man, then you need to identify with that group. Can we sit up here and say that that's fair? It's hella out of line.
no, it is. But what I'm saying is because of his view and his opinion, we can't attack him for his opinion.
I wasn't coming at
No.
it wasn't his
But you get what I'm
giving
saying.
him the same love and attention that we started off early in the conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I get his passion.
It's not his view or his opinion that I'm coming after. It's his acknowledgement. Like that needs to be said. That needs to be heard.
I don't think that any group is treated. I don't think that they have vigilance for any other group as much as they have for young black men. So it's not just gay people. It's women, white males, Asians. The next closest group I think that gets, and like I said, I don't even know if this should go on the thing because I really don't want to get fired, even though I might. Yeah. The next closest thing to how we get treated by police, I think, is suspending those. And for me, I'm like I hate when they like, hey, can I get an additional unit? I got multiple occupants in it. I have not been to an additional unit request with a car full of young white men, a car full of young gay people, a car full of Asians, women. It's only been 3 or 4 black men, and it's been older black men and young black men. And for me, internally, like as I'm on those calls and I'm sitting there next to the black kids,
that's because they
fucks
fear
me up.
us, though.
Yeah, they do.
Fear us, yeah.
And it's almost, to be honest, it's almost to the point where, and this is like, it's designed to fuck us up. And so, like the paranoia that comes with being a black man, it's a valid sense of not fear, but just awareness. I think that the same with police officers. They understand that they're more likely to find those guns in our community, and it fucks us up. And that's what I mean when I say that they put that shit there and it's done. So a young black male, he already feels like, okay, I don't have this, I don't have that, so I'm gonna go out and sell drugs. And then when he gets arrested that first time, it's all she wrote from there.
But they also take all the funding for resources that could prevent
that. Because now we're going to like police.
A whole another.
I
just want to put on the table.
As far as the topic goes, for the LBGTQ,
I want to go back to her.
No,
about that.
Wait, because we about to wrap up. So now I'm about to give everybody the chance
Season 2.
No, I'm about to give everybody the chance to get out their last thoughts to wrap up. So is there anybody else who wants to pretty much wrap up?
I just
the LGBT
community in the black
I got something to just
that you want to wrap up.
Yeah, just kind of wrap up with.
So you can go ahead and respond, and then we'll go to you, and then we'll close out.
Well, this is my question, I guess, to her and maybe Diamond as well. Is that, or I guess it's how I don't understand you guys' viewpoint on how, I don't know if you guys are understanding that, like I said, like post 19, and I get that. I'm not saying that in America black people have had it easy. I'm not saying that it's not fucked up for us, but I don't think, I guess it's that you guys aren't acknowledging the fact that, like I said, post 1960 they would literally be killed, like the same way that we could be killed by a white person just for being black, they could be killed just for being gay. And I think that there is some similarity in that, like just for being who I am, regardless on, yes, we could not choose to be black, but we feel like they could choose to be gay, whatever the case may have been, regardless, they can be killed for it, and we could have been killed for it.
No, I think what you're saying.
But I know
because she's saying
we're not. But we all know that that's wrong.
But this
that's wrong.
That's wrong.
This is what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
wrong.
not
I don't
saying.
agree with it.
First of all, I'm not saying whether they choose to be gay or are born that way. I don't even have an argument for that. If somebody tell me that they was born that way, what the fuck option do I have other than to take their word for it? Who the fuck am I to be telling them they chose?
Right.
What I'm saying is, when we are doing comparisons of who is the most in danger, I'm saying that it's totally off kilter.
Yeah.
First, I know way more groups of people that, like you just admitted to, are targeting black homosexual males, young and old, like you said, than any trans or homosexual anybody. Whether it be the police, other black males, Hispanic males, they are black men, heterosexual ones, are targeted more than trans or gay. I'm not saying that trans or LGBTQ members are not abused and fucking harmed and killed and or attacked or any of that. We're talking about the comparison. You're saying that, sometimes even worse. It's a reason why people say the liberation of black people is the liberation of all, because we are the lowest on the fucking totem pole. And if you lift anything up from the very fucking bottom, you lift the whole of everything that is above it. It ain't nothing beneath a nigga on this planet. I'm not even just America. So if we get liberated, then the LGBTQ, immigration, all of that shit got a chance. If we get liberated,
I think that's what happened with like this, like how you said, like our movement started, and then because of that, theirs was made easier. It's like, oh, I'm giving black people these rights. How can I not fucking give the rest of these Latino and these
But I think
these rights?
it also goes back to what she was saying. 'Cause I understand both sides,
But I think
it goes
she was
back
talking
to
about the comparison.
Yeah,
of
because I mean,
LGBT
even if
and
you
black
go,
community,
like what 1700s, you know what buck breaking is?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be a trickle effect from that, but they were only doing that to us. Mm-hmm. So like I get both sides, because I also do think if that wouldn't have happened, maybe we wouldn't have that many.
they have
what I'm saying?
forms of us fucking us. We didn't get to choose whether to be gay, straight. We had to be whatever the motherfucker who came in there.
Even at the,
Seriously,
you know where the term motherfucker came from?
Them wait, Reggie, because them white men literally were raping those black men in front of the black women just to demasculinize them. We do need to acknowledge that.
But a motherfucker is, I had to say it proper, a motherfucker is literally, they would put sheets up and you couldn't see your mom. You just had to reproduce. So people were literally fucking their mom. That's what a motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's stuff like that where it's like, gay people, they get beat up for being gay. We got beat up for existing.
That's wrong. I think we treated it.
I don't want to discount what they deal with.
I was gonna say
I was only saying that in your reference to even harder times
Oh,
than
it's
us.
hard. I can't.
Because
So I mentioned how a black kid is gonna get thrown out of his house for being gay. Like, what do you think about that? Like,
you said what?
a black kid can be thrown out of his house for being gay. Like, he can get beat up by his own dad that he looks up to for being gay. Like,
I think that it's two different
And it's
conversations.
wrong.
I think the black community need to check their motherfucking self about oppressing anybody while they talking about being oppressed. But it's a hard conversation to have with the black community now because they are oppressing black people with it.
Yeah.
Do you get what we're saying? You have to be so hyper vigilant with these motherfuckers. They game is divide and conquer, right? Already it's an issue with homosexuality in the black community because historically the shit was forced on us.
Can I jump in on the divide and conquer? So essentially, like, we really are kind of, I think all our goals are really aligned. Maybe how to get there and how we view it, you know what I'm saying? We might have different perspectives and different angles, but we
all
really
want the same
we
thing.
all want the same thing. Like, I do.
To be viewed as something more than.
Yeah, more than. I do understand what he's saying as far as their struggle is comparable. When I'm saying comparable, it doesn't mean apples to apples or even it's anywhere in the same ballpark, but it is a struggle. Theirs might be a little bit more recent than ours. Ours goes a long ways back. But
I think they both go a long way back.
They have. Ours is a little bit longer, but as you can see, I think one of the main things that we can probably all agree on, the agenda of the LGBTQ community and their organization is something that I'm not going to say distracts, but it takes away airspace from us trying to get some of the things we want to get, some of the things done.
Things that are priority.
Like now, how passionate this conversation got, and it's like, imagine if we could have focused those resources into pushing the black agenda.
Well, it's like Michael Jai White said. They had Stop Asian Hate. There was no counter. But the minute you say like Black Lives Matter, no, all lives matter. We can't talk about just Black lives. Or stop, LGBTQ.
Yeah, I don't think
There's no anti nothing, and if it is, it's not blown up.
Yeah.
Like all lives matter was you could go in the corner, like, oh, this is our flag. Oh, well, this is our flag. Black lives matter. Well, no, all lives matter. Okay, well, I'm black. Well, I'm white.
Blue lives matter.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally, it's a counter. LGBT. They don't have that. They might get beat up, but I mean, you can get beat up for anything.
And I feel like if somebody is gay and they black and you necessarily see them being bullied, yes, it's our place and it's our job.
Absolutely. Stop
we're
it,
not
yeah.
having that. You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying, like, as far as there's no protest against their protest.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
You feel what I'm saying? But there's a protest against our protest.
Yeah.
I'm just being mindful about how they weaponize everything against any type of black power structure or any type of black voice being heard. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's okay for anybody to be, abused. That's totally not what I'm saying. And that's the trouble with, the fact that we are all so trained to not have compassion for black people that it literally makes us miss points, even when we black. That we can't see that we are just talking about, the protection and safety of black people. It's not to say that no one else deserves that but us. But like he said, it's a priority.
Yeah.
All the rights that these people got that are civil rights for the most part are due to black struggle, black death.
Because even down to like
Native Americans will tell you that.
Yeah.
That they learned from us. To push that.
Because even that, what's the gayest city you can think of?
Long Beach.
Atlanta.
I've only heard of
San
Atlanta. I
Francisco.
don't know.
Now see that y'all just named 3. Which one of those have been bombed because they're gay?
No,
Didn't that happen out here?
A gay city?
A gay club.
Like no, not a shot. Like literally,
The whole
this
community.
is your city. I'm gonna blow that shit up.
No. And I get the point you making for that.
Gays
You get what I'm saying?
Gays get a lot of protection.
But no, what I'm saying is like I'm saying protect gay people. Period. Like
Yeah.
if you black and you gay, we need to embrace you. Period.
Yeah.
But what I am saying, going back to like the rights thing, they bombed Tulsa because we was black and striving. They didn't bomb San Francisco.
Right.
They ain't bomb Long Beach.
it.